and welcome back to more Morrowind gameplay. So anyway, we are back with more of the story, and recently I've been making a lot of build videos, so hopefully you guys, for all of you playing, can watch those and see how to play various classes. And we're going to continue on with our Let's Play. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do because this quest looks very tedious. It's at any cost. We have to retrieve the Stones of Coldfire, and looking at our map, apparently there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe 7 actual stones to collect. So I think that's something we're going to be doing throughout like the rest of our adventures, but I wanted to start some new quests while we're at it, and like I'm pretty sure there's like stuff to do, and before that, so we have to find more like things to do anyway. So I have no idea where I'm going. Let's just travel somewhere and hope we find a quest. Let's start at the very beginning again, and at Sadanin maybe we'll find like an NPC that hasn't given us a quest already, and then we'll just do those and move on from there. But if you want to watch the storyline or the quest main story, just check the link in the description and everything should be completed by that point. There is a quest over here. Talk to Rhea. And I have no idea what we're doing, so we're YOLOing it today. I'll probably get all the quests done eventually, but today, let's do something light. And are you in the tower or behind the tower?
I don't like the way the mountain rumbles these days. Makes me glad we're about to set sail and leave all this disaster behind us. I was planning on sailing to Sadrith Mora next, but I don't mind taking
Okay,
it.
so she's the boat master. Talk to Ray. What are we doing? Oh, that's a different... That's not even in here. And then I think that Battle Master quest is for Battlegrounds, and that's not like actually a quest, but you have to do something with it. I'm not too sure. So anyway... Oh yeah, let's do some Balmora quests. I heard the Balmora questline was kinda the same as the Sadanin, or not Sadanin, the Sadrith Mora one, where it's kinda tedious in terms of fetch questing, but we're gonna do them all because I want to do them. Ooh, we have a quest down there. Almost jumped down there. I didn't see that. Hello?
It's beyond belief that the temple keeps me waiting. Don't they realize that it's a courtesy that I'm here?
Why do you look so angry?
My twin and I are apprentices to the great Devaith Fear. I'm here on his behalf to report to the priests about an incident which occurred near the growth site of his new tower, Tel Fear. A rift opened when we were shaping the workshop below the tower. Master Fear believes there is a connection to the living gods. He's sure to explore the rift once his expedition is assembled. My sister could tell you more if that interests you. You may take this boat to Tel Fear. Dania will be there assisting our master.
What is that?
She always was the lucky one. I must stay and wait for my audience with the priests. I didn't see much myself. I was evacuated well before the threat could reach me. Many weren't so lucky. I regret I'll be reporting that most of the Telvanni working on the tower died. Not while she's with Master Fear. He would never let anything happen to her. He's very protective of us. I can't speak for the rest of you. There was some confusion on that point. The things coming out of the rift appeared to be constructs, but like nothing anyone had seen. Master Fear's theory, which is assuredly correct, was that the rift converged with Clockwork City.
Dwarven constructs.
Master Fear said about a dozen seasoned adventurers would do. Maybe less if they had extensive experience with planar travel, but he thought that unlikely.
Okay, so we just started something. I'm not sure what we just started. Oh, this is towards the Halls of Fabrication trial. Interesting. I've done it before, so I know how to do it.
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any...
Alright, I'll do a Battlegrounds video another time. It's just right now, it's not something that really interests me. I kind of want to do all the quests. So let's go back to our shrine. I think the quest over here is just like a daily, so nothing important. So let's go over here. I'm pretty sure there's some Balmora quests. I heard it was a long storyline, so I'm not sure how long, maybe like an hour or 2 hours. We shall see. Not sure where to start the quest either here. Oh, is that it? Oh, what is that? Bugloss. Hello. Can I help you?
Outland. So I was right. You're a sword for hire. Excellent. My name is Marla Rethan of House Hlalu, and I have a proposition for you. I need someone to investigate what's going on in the Vasia Didanat ebony mine. Piqued your interest, have I? Capital. My brother Benar and I share ownership of the mine, but I suspect he's hiding something from me. The little weasel's even locked down the entrance. Only his personal guards are allowed inside. There are only 2 keys to the mine. Benar keeps one in our manor house. The other is carried by the mine's foreman, Nox. I want you to procure a key, either one, and then search the mine for any sign of mischief. Report back with your findings. Foreman Nox is somewhere in Balmora. Should be simple enough to pluck the key from his pockets. Or, if you prefer burglary, you could take my brother's key from the desk in his study. Our manor is just up the hill to the west of town. My dear brother prefers to keep our roles in the business separate. He runs the mine while I handle the finances. He doesn't interfere with my work, nor I his. That's the agreement. Oh, I have, but Benner tells me nothing. It's just secure more buyers and hire more workers. He gets dreadfully annoyed when I press him about my concerns. Like, why do we need so many miners? Even the townsfolk are starting to talk about that. You haven't heard the rumors? The cursed mine of Vasia Didanot, they call it. They go in, but they don't come out. Now, just inane ghost stories, truth be told. But if the rumors persist, it could soil our reputation. Well, the key should be no trouble. My brother is away at the moment, and the house guards are not exactly the keenest. If you choose to pickpocket the foreman, well, just avoid the city watch, I suppose. That's the rub. The mine is well guarded. My brother insisted that I hire only the rowdiest and most ill-tempered mercenaries, so I brought on the Iron Hound Company. I can vouch for their pugnacity. I'd prefer to avoid bloodshed, of course, but I don't want to tip my brother off. If he is up to something, I'll need deniability to maintain the element of surprise. Besides, they're mostly criminals, drunks, and skooma addicts. Expendable, yes? Well, the mine has underperformed for years. I'd actually considered selling it. Until recently, that is. Ebony has been pouring out of the mine these past few months. Now, normally, I'd be overjoyed, but that's also when Benner became distant. Anything out of the ordinary. I don't suppose you'd know the difference between pure ebony and... Never mind. Just give the mine a good look and keep an eye out for mischief. If you find anything odd, bring it back with you. I have many important clients that depend on the success of this mine. They'll hold me personally responsible if anything isn't correct. I'd like to avoid that kind of unpleasantness.
Alrighty, so where are we headed to? Where is it on the map? Ah, alright. We're going over there then. I'm still not really that familiar with Vvardenfell entirely, so if I get lost, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. So the mine is down this way. I'm not sure where the entrance is, but we're looking for it. Below. So that means it's like from the inside, or do we have to... Wait. Oh, I think I can make it. No, I can't. Never mind. Huh. We went the long way around. I had a feeling it was somewhere around here, but then... I really do need to get the lock-picking passive to just, like, force lock things, but I can't be bothered. I just jumped down the stairs like that. He didn't see me. We out! Alright, now we go into the mine. Let's do it. Ow. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh, Nightshade is kind of important. I should have picked that up. Too late now. Nope, that is not the entrance. Ah. Oh my god, we're stuck. Why? Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Alright, so what are we looking for, actually? Search the mine. Why do I have to search that part? Huh, it's purple. What could that mean? Why is it purple? So many. Wait, if I stand in it, that is that bad? Oh, it is bad. It does hurt. If you want to read all this, you could just pause it. Pause the video. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're moving on. Now we have to go all the way down here. This is why magic is broken. You just get like infinite shields. No, give me the test results. Oh yeah, sorry. If you want to read this, pause in 3, 2, 1. Moving on.
I don't recognize you. You've made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text. A formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but close enough. Something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon. Black as midnight. A commodity. Nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose. The scroll's just there. Have a care with it. Wealth always comes at a price. None. Well, none that I've discovered anyway. I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already. I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. I leave that nonsense to priests and children, the mentally ill. Why do you even care? Oh, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction into a vapor. It proved to be very effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this. What? Afflicting all these miners? Oh, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is as meaningful a contribution as they were likely to make. None. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort.
Might as well read these bookshelves. You could get some sort of level or something. To be honest, I thought I was gonna die in here when I was doing the conversation. Dang, that drains your shields pretty quickly. If you were a stamina DPS, you must have had to run through that so fast. You got money. Can't take the money. Oh well, I get stuck in my mailbox until I can take it.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. So, what have you learned? Anything? What? Well, that sounds ghastly. To think that my own brother would be capable of such a thing. We must move quickly. Did you find any evidence? I'll need something concrete if I'm to convince the Hlalu trade barons to intercede. Well done. I have a final task for you, if you're willing. I must take this to the trade baron, Councillor Riveth. He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, Benna has many contacts in town. If he hears that I'm meeting Riveth, he may try to flee. Travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, send Hlalu constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have my word. That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew? Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned to sell them off once Gavros translated them. That's what I thought, anyway. Wait. Gavros is still alive? I see. That is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the risk you take when you start brewing foul decoctions and poisoning innocent miners. Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. It will be brief, I assure you. They will punish him severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case, I'll have to bear the weight of our family assets alone.
Now, these are the kinds of missions that try to disguise the tedious work with a really good story. So I like these. So far, this one is pretty interesting. Dead people. Oh, hello.
Ah, the last piece of the
I
puzzle.
hate knife blades.
Time to tie up loose ends.
Well, we got the assassin. Yeah, so either that was a... How did they know that was an ambush? Hello?
I can't believe they want us to go. You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vare? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts. That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house councillor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded. You should speak to Councillor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the Councillor. The longer Vare remains missing, the more distressed Councillor Eris becomes. Councillor Eris can be found at the Redarin kin house, and do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vare. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the Houseguard has failed, so be it. I have no issue with Councillor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redorin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business. But who am I to question a House Councillor? Councillor Eris Relith oversees Redorin operations in Balmora and the surrounding countryside. He's very influential, very powerful. Usually, the Councillor doesn't allow his passions to get the better of him. But Vea is his daughter, after all. If I knew what happened to the Councillor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? As far as we can tell, she left of her own accord. There wasn't any foul play involved that we're aware of. Beyond that, you'd have to ask the Councillor. Fair. How can anyone not know about House Redorin? Is this some sort of Outlander ruse? Well, in that case, Redorin is the grandest of the great Dunmer houses. We champion the virtues of duty and piety, and we have a proud military tradition. Our house comes first in all things. I don't understand why Eris seeks outside help.
Alright, let's finish up this quest that we were on first before starting that one.
Malarethan. What a swit. I'm going to need a stiffer drink. You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you. I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in Hlalu business? My, this is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck, and yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you. What would I do with him? Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an Outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter. His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the Brothers Rethan. No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster. Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Mahler has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. We cannot let this get out, and we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands. By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Mahler's folly.
Alrighty, so let's go do this quest. No, we just have to kill him. No big deal. I got it. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Muting. Alright, so where do we go? It is not this way. I just heard someone die.
You! How did you... Bah, I'll finish this myself.
Excellent. All that damage came from the Destro ult and a light attack.
You! How did you... Bah,
oh god, he respawned already. Is that dude just farming it? Oh, fine. I'll kill you. Unless there's like a part 2 to this quest, I think we're almost done.
Quietly now. Is it finished? Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rithun Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment and the mine next. Well done. Now, what of this mysterious scroll? Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Hlalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay. You sniveling little swit. Do you know how valuable... Never mind. What's done is done. But don't expect any extra coin from me now. You'll have what was promised for killing Marla and not a drake more. This had better buy your silence as well.
War Maiden. You know, actually, that War Maiden set is really good for a DPS in Magic. I actually made a build video using this set for my Templar, and you guys should go check that out. This diamond necklace is not worth anything, but War Maiden is a good set. Is my destructive clench level 4 yet? It is. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so before we start our next quest, I do want to split my recording so we could get things ready for the next one, and I'll see you guys in a second.